A struggling young woman sat beside the roadside, selling homemade snacks to earn a living. A generous businessman stopped and decided to buy some food from her. His proud secretary, standing nearby, sneered, "Sir, why are you buying from someone so poor? Just leave it." The businessman calmly replied, "Good food has nothing to do with someone's wealth," and began eating. The secretary frowned and warned, "Don't eat that. It was prepared by poor people." The young woman looked at her and quietly asked, "Do poor people stop being human?" Furious after hearing those words, the secretary knocked over all the girl's food, ruining everything she had worked so hard to sell. The businessman immediately scolded his secretary, saying, "How could you do this? Do you realize how much you've cost her?" He sincerely apologized to the girl, paid for all her losses, and then left with his secretary. As they walked away, an expensive locket slipped out of the businessman's pocket without him noticing. The honest girl picked it up and hurried after him to return it. By then, the businessman had already entered his nearby office with his secretary. The girl arrived there and asked to return the locket. The secretary blocked her path and asked, "Why are you here again?" The girl replied, "I found your boss's locket and came to return it." The secretary stretched out her hand and said, "Give it to me. I'll hand it over." But the girl answered, "I'm sorry, but I'll only give it directly to him. I'll come back tomorrow." Saying that, she walked away. The following day, she returned to the office. The secretary looked annoyed and said, "You're back?" The girl showed the locket again and said, "I came to return this." The secretary snapped, "I already told you to give it to me. My boss is busy, so leave." The girl firmly replied, "I'm not leaving until I return it to him myself." The secretary smiled and said, "Fine, follow me." Believing she was finally being taken to the businessman, the girl followed her. Instead, the secretary tricked her, locked her inside the office bathroom, and left her there for the entire day. Later, the businessman's wife arrived at the office. She heard someone calling for help, opened the bathroom door, and asked, "Who locked you in here?" The girl answered, "Your husband's secretary." The wife immediately took both the girl and the secretary to the businessman. After hearing everything, he angrily confronted his secretary. "Why didn't you tell me when this honest girl came to return my valuable locket? And why did you lock her in the bathroom? Do you know how important this locket is to me? Without her honesty, I would have lost it forever." He then declared, "Your pride and irresponsible behavior have gone too far. You're fired. I don't want someone like you working here." Embarrassed and speechless, the secretary quietly walked away. The businessman warmly thanked the honest girl, admired her integrity, and offered her the secretary's position. In the end, honesty defeated arrogance once again. That's why people say honesty is always the best policy. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with others.